What was it like from your perspective to see first Yadier in his last moments here?
Well, not a surprise at all that he and Albert got hits in their last at bat. I mean, it's who they are, and setting the table, and gave us a chance right there. So sad to see two legends go. It really is. Yadi's just, I don't know if we'll ever see a catcher like him again. So pretty special, and I don't know if we'll ever see 700 again. It's two things you might never see, but. It's been a blessing and a pleasure for me to be their teammate.
I know you're wrapped up in the game and finding a way for this team to try to win, but were you conscious, hey, this is going to be as the last at bat? I may never see this again.
No, because I was thinking we were going to win. You just had that optimistic view about it. I thought we were going to do it, so it seemed like we were due. And it seemed like a good time to do it. They did it to us yesterday in the ninth. I thought we might do it to them too, and we almost did. But these guys pitched a great game over there. You got to tip your hat. They did a great job.
Special seeing those two guys get hits last at bats.
Yep. Yeah, it's not surprising at all to see them get hits in their final at bats. It's the winning players they are, and they were setting the table all day for us. And Yadier and Albert are absolutely the tied for the first most clutch players I've ever played with, so not a surprise.
I know that you're saying you're focusing on the game there, but were you able to take in any of the moments of the fans, just especially that ovation for Yadier at the end, and seeing how much these two meant to the organization and also to the fans here?
Yeah, I did take that in. I mean, it was the crowd was really rooting for them. You could tell, really rooting for everybody. They did a great job. This last month and this whole second half is the best I've ever seen our fans ever, and they showed up, did a great job for us, and we're just unfortunately we didn't bring it home for them.
You ever think about what life's going to be like for you to not throw to him next spring?
I don't throw, I pitch.
Have you thought about what it would be like to not pitch to him?
Thank you, Derek. No, I don't think about that kind of stuff. That's if it happens, it'll never be the same. But if it doesn't happen, I had the greatest catcher ever catch me the whole time. So.
Have you thought about what next spring will be like for you?
Have I thought about it? Well, everyone asked me about it.
Yeah, I know. I made a career out of it.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We should know pretty soon if something happens. If not, then it's been a good run. Thanks, St. Louis.
So I know you don't want to make this about your future career,
Yeah.
but there is a possibility that you may not pitch again?
Well, you never can tell, Kuzi. You never can tell. I'll tell you this. I don't like not pitching in a playoff series. So you could take that one of two ways. You could take that as it's been a good run, or you could take that as motivation to never let that happen again. So.
Were you prepared to possibly go out tomorrow for the game three?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was prepared to go out tonight. Stayed loose the whole time, and I knew once we got into a certain game flow there that certain guys have roles that they were going to fill. But I was ready tonight, and I was definitely ready tomorrow. I did have it in my mind that the playoff wild card series is the only one I hadn't closed out yet. So I was thinking that might be a fun thing to do tomorrow.
Adam, whether it's you or just the other pitchers in here, what is the biggest thing you all are going to miss about Yadier?
I'm sorry, I can't.
I know,
it's just not even close to being straight.
Yeah, well,
go ahead. What'd you say?
Whether it's you or whether it's the guys who were left behind, what's the biggest thing you all are going to miss about having Yadier around?
Well, he's a game-changing player, obviously, but he's just a great teammate and friend and leader on this team. Brings a calming presence that's hard to replace. Especially that's a very, very important position. He's controlled his staff, and the clubhouse is as good as anyone could ever do for 18 years now. So that's a presence that's hard to fill.